Kampani ya maulendo a ndege ya Malawi Airlines ikudziwitsa makasitomala awo onse kuti kuyambira pa 1 May 2026 kugula matikiti kudzichitika pogwiritsa ntchito njira za digital. Monga gawo la kusintha kumeneku, kulipira kudzalandiridwa kudzera potumiza ndalama ku bank transfer, makina a POS mabanki osiyanasiyana omwe alipo ku maofesi athu. Njirazi zomwe zakhazikitsidwa pofuna kuthandiza makasitomala mwachangu komanso pofuna kukhwimitsa chitetezo zizigwirizana ndi njira zina zomwe zilipo kale zogulira matikiti pa intaneti kuphatikizapo tsamba lathu la website komanso pa foni, mogwirizana ndi mmene makampani a ndege pa dziko lonse akusinthira kupita ku njira za digital. Kulimbikitsa makasitomala onse kuti akonzekere kusintha kumeneku kugwiritsa ntchito njira zolipira za pa intaneti zomwe zilipo. Ogwira ntchito athu ku maofesi ogulitsa ndi ku airport adzakhalapo kuti athandize ndi kutsogolera makasitomala pa nthawi yakusinthaku. Mukafuna kumva zambiri, tumizani email pa customerrelations@malawianairlines.com kapena imbani foni pa 0992 991 097.
Malawi Airlines, from the warm heart of Africa.
Nsalu ya chaka cha Montfort Missionaries, zaka 125 ku Malawi. Pamene chipani cha Montfort Missionaries chikuchita chaka chokondwerera zaka 125 za utumiki wake kuno ku Malawi, kuli nsalu ya chakachi kapena kuti kalala pa mtengo wa 18,000 kwacha yokha basi. Nsalu imeneyi ikupezeka ku malo awa: Luntha TV ku area 2 kufupi ndi Mchesi mu mzinda wa Lilongwe, Utatu Oyera Parish ku Kawale mu mzinda wa Lilongwe, St. Louis Montfort Parish ku Balaka, Uganda Martyrs Catholic Parish kwa Vumbwe ku Tcholo, komanso ku St. Joseph the Weka Catholic Parish kwa Sitima ku Zomba. Pamwambowu padzakhalanso udikoni wa Brother Felix Nimanya, komanso kukondwerera zaka 25 zakukhazikitsidwa kwa gulu la mofolo lotumikira m'mayiko oyankhula chizungu muno mu Africa, komanso kukumbukira zaka 25 za utumiki wa Bambo Louis Nkukumira komanso Bambo Felix Mavuto Phiri osewa achipani cha mofolo. Kalala yake ndi yomweyi. Gulani nsalu yanu lero, mtengo wake ndi 18,000 kwacha yokha basi. Mukafuna kudziwa zambiri, imbani foni 0882 407 640.
What's your name? Gary, huh? It's my game.
We put everything into this.
Those that can do it and succeed.
How to fix it.
This city has been
just a
my
cookbook. It's part of
being hit here
with the latest global news and insightful documentary.
Transition.
Understanding the
But if you ask them know me. I know they blow trees, only lonely me.
Kodi mwakhala mukusakasaka sikulu yapamwamba yoti mwana wanu yakaphunzitsidwa mwaukadaulo? Apone Cross Catholic Private Boarding Primary School omwe akupezeka ku Lilongwe Parish mboma la Balaka mphepete mwanse wa APM Highway akudziwitsa makolo ndi anthu onse za mayeso akalowa pa sikuluyi a Stand 5, 6, 7 ndi 8 omwe azakhale motere. Tsiku 1 August 2026, nthawi ndi 8:30 mawa. Malo ndi Holy Cross Catholic Private Primary School ku Lilongwe Parish. Maphunziro omwe azafunsidwe pa tsiku tsikuli ndi English ndi Mathematics kwa nursery 5 pomwe Sunday 6, 7 ndi 8 ndi English, Mathematics ndi Primary Science. Zofunika kutenga pa tsikuli ndi cholembera, pencil, rula ndi umboni woti mwalipira registration fee ya 15,000 kwa jokha basi yomwe ikalipiridwe ku National Bank, account name Holy Cross CPPS, account number 1003293455 Luonde branch. Mukafuna uzozo mbiri imbani foni pa 0999630385 kapena pa 08.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I wanted to pose a question to the Ministry of Youth and Sports on what measures are being done to complete the 2 stadia that were promised to FCB Nyasa Bullets and Mighty Wanderers. I'm posing this question at the moment because the state of Kamuzu Stadium at the moment is not usable. It's in a very bad state. And I'm speaking as a football fan, where we are concerned in Luntha about the state of the stadium that we have. We're also concerned about the nature of BAT football ground that has never been completed since the time I was president. But every year, funds are being allocated to complete BAT ground. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like the ministry to give us an assurance of the position on the state of the stadium in Luntha. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Nsanje South. Indeed, those 2 stadiums, there was a lot of money that was put in those stadiums. One was in my constituency. A lot of money, but then we just need to complete them. Let's go to Nkada Bempamba. Nkada Bempamba, you've gone off. Luntha City South.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, sir, for giving the people of Luntha a chance to ask the minister a supplementary question. And I think my question will be similar to Nsanje, specifically is to do with Kamuzu Stadium. Through you, Right Honorable Speaker, does the ministry have plans of completely demolishing Kamuzu Stadium and probably look into engaging investors who could construct a modern stadium similar to BNS in Luntha instead of Kamuzu Stadium? Mr. Speaker, sir, I also raise this in line with concerns that most of us who come from Luntha have. A modern stadium in Luntha, especially where Kamuzu Stadium is right now, would also help us modernize Luntha City. It would also help us facelift our city. So this question is, yes, a sports issue, but also it's a Luntha issue. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Luntha City Association Ngwangwa. Honorable Minister of Sports.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, and through you, allow me to thank the honorable member for Nchinji South, who is asking what initiatives government is taking to assist private investors who are investing in sports facilities. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to put it on record that it is this government's policy to encourage partnerships with the private sector. And for issues of sports development, Mr. Speaker, sir, is a shared responsibility. It's not one ministry's responsibility. Much as I acknowledge the importance of the question that the people of Njinji South are asking, I feel, Mr. Speaker, sir, that this is a completely new question, not a supplementary question, but not to dismiss the importance that is there for government to support private or individual efforts in issues of sports development it will support issues of sports development in this country. In that regard, Right Honorable Speaker, considering that I feel this is a new question, I wish to ask for more time to allow the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, whose minister is out on other equally important official duties, to come up with a robust response to the question coming from the people of Njinji South. So that question, Right Honorable Speaker, is noted. Right Honorable Speaker, the people of Sanja South are asking whether government is committed to complete the construction of the FCB Nyasa Big Bullets Stadium and the Wanderers Stadium. Right Honorable Speaker, I wish to put it on record that the question here should not be whether government is committed, because government is committed. Of the two stadiums, the one in Chirogwe, the construction works are ongoing. I have had the privilege, Right Honorable Speaker, of serving in this ministry, and I took an initiative to personally visit the site, and at the time, the stadium was over 65% completion rate. So I wish to assure the honorable member and the people of Nsanje South that government is committed, particularly because these two stadiums, Right Honorable Speaker, I need to remind this House that these two stadiums are the babies of APM. It was during DPP administration that the government committed to construct these two stadiums for these two soccer teams. It is only one stadium which I am aware has land issues on the site, and these are still outstanding. They have not been resolved. And once again, Right Honorable Speaker, the question should not be whether government is committed, because this government is 100% committed to the construction of those stadiums. The people of Blantyre, of Sochi, Zingwangwa, Right Honorable Speaker, are asking whether government can partner with private investors to demolish the current Kamuzu Stadium and allow the investors to construct a more modern stadium where the Kamuzu Stadium is standing. And as I indicated in my area response slide, Honorable Speaker, government is open to public-private partnerships. Should there be an investor who is ready to commit to the construction, who is ready with the finances for the construction of Kamuzu Stadium, I am sure that government would be more than ready to play ball in terms of partnering with such an investor to see the construction of Kamuzu Stadium finally see the light of the day. I wish to remind this honorable House that Kamuzu Stadium, the recommendation that came from our architects is that at the moment it is posing a danger to the people that are using it. It stands the risk of collapsing, but government has that construction as its #1 priority. So should there be an opportunity for reconstruction of the stadium, government would be more than ready to partner with that investor for its construction. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Minister. Sanja South, you want some clarification? No, leave it on. Yeah, you have the floor. No. Leave it on, yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving a chance to the people of Onsanje Southwest to follow up. Without any doubt, we know that the head of state, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, is committed and is a man of his word. What the people of Onsanje Southwest would like to know is an action plan of when the two stadia will be completed, because they are long overdue. We would appreciate if the Ministry of Youth, Sports can come back to the House with a clear action plan. Secondly, the issue of BAT ground. I asked a question of BAT ground. The shortage of stadia in Blantyre now can be resolved if BAT ground is put to good use. The shortage of stadia now can be resolved if the two stadia of FC Binyasa Bullets and Mighty Wanderers are also completed. So, for me now, the low-hanging fruit is to complete BAT ground. A lot of money has been spent, a lot of investment has gone towards the BAT ground over the last 10 years, but up to now, there's no progress. So we would like to have also a clear report from the ministry. How have they been using money towards BAT ground over the years? Mr. Speaker, sir, this is my humble request. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Minister, you want to say something?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. In the spirit of collective responsibility, I have taken note of the concerns raised by Honorable Member for Nsanje South. However, the issues the Honorable Member is raising, Right Honorable Speaker, are pertaining to issues of funding. And I feel it is, again, a new question. I wish to take this opportunity, Right Honorable Speaker, to request the Honorable Member to submit to this House a new question, and the Honorable Minister responsible for Youth, Sports and Culture will ably address that issue, or alternatively, we could ask the Honorable Minister to bring to the House a ministerial statement. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. I think the message you should take, Honorable Minister, to the owner of the question, to the responsible ministry, is that members are asking for at least a ministerial statement clarifying on these issues of the stadiums. That would be great, because I know these questions will keep repeating, they will keep coming. So if maybe we have a statement from the ministry, it might help. Thank you so much. We now move to question 174, coming from Ncheu North. Ncheu North, are you in the house? Ncheu North, not in the house? Yes, Deputy Leader.
Right Honorable Speaker, just to reflect on the direction that you've given on the need for a ministerial statement, the government undertakes to submit the same in this House. That said, I would want to provide guidance that the House now tackles question for oral replies from the Ministry of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, specifically 187. I submit, Right Honorable Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Deputy Leader. Nsanje South, what's gone out of order?
Thank you so much. Two things. I wanted just to appreciate that the minister responded by saying my question is noted. But on the same, I wanted also to clarify, others were murmuring, thinking that I was rising because I've got a stadium. My stadium doesn't need help. My stadium is complete. Thank you so much, Honorable Mr. Speaker. Sir.
We are happy to hear that you have a completed stadium. It is our wish that we should have stadiums in every constituency. And to hear that you are blessed with one, we are happy for that. Yes, Dezagasina, what's gone out of order?
Good afternoon, Right Honorable Speaker, for people of Dezagasina. Building on from the direction which this has...
Speak up, Honorable.
Okay, I was building up from the directions which the Deputy Leader has directed that we tackle questions under the Minister of Justice. I wanted to seek your guidance, Right Honorable Speaker. On 14 July, I had submitted a question under Standing Order 14, Standing Order 69 rather, and it's not appearing on order paper. It was a matter of urgency. Now I have another question which I've already written under Standing Order 14, which was also directing to the same Minister of Justice. It's a matter of constitution, Right Honorable Speaker, because the news is all over that the cabinet was meeting today chaired by the second vice president. When you have a first vice president in this country who is very capacitated, the president is in Blantyre. So I wanted to ask him, it's a matter of constitution. So I want to have an undertaking from the minister, the leader of the house, as to if I submit my question under Standing Order 14, why the first vice president, which in this country are elected concurrently with the vice president, with the state president.
Honorable member, I will look at, let me have order. Honorable member, please take your seat. Please take your seat. Honorable member, you know the procedure. If you have written, then send it to the relevant offices and it will be looked into. As for the other one that you mentioned, I'll ask the Secretary to check. Otherwise, the issue that you are raising now, it's an in-house government issue. Government is a machinery. It knows what it's doing, and we just have to work with what government is doing. I think let me leave it there, but if you're not happy, you can come in with a supplementary after the minister responds, if there's a chance that I'll see you, or you can bring it through the right procedure. Thank you, Honorable. You may take a seat. Honourable members, let's now go to question 187. 187, coming from Vumbwe Masenjere. Vumbwe Masenjere? Yes. Deputy Leader, I'm not calling out Vumbwe Masenjere on that question because he is out doing parliament work. So let's keep it in there. Please give us guidance on which questions to tackle now. Yes, Whip.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I rise on a point of procedure to guide that the House should now proceed to consider questions under Ministry of Information. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Minister of Information, you said? You said Minister of Information, right? Okay. Honour members, we now move to questions to Ministry of Information and Communications Technology. Question 113. coming from the people of Baraka Rivirivi. Whips, I think we should be checking if the owners of the questions are in the house before we... He was, but he's not. Yes, he was, but he's not. Yes, Whip?
Right, Honorable Speaker, will proceed to respond to questions appearing under Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. I thank you.
Members, honorable members, we now go to questions under Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, starting with question 207, coming from the people of Doa Mpuzu. Doa Mpuzu, please confirm. Honorable, Deputy Leader, I'm also not calling this one because we know Doa Mpuzu is still mourning the death of his mom. So I'll leave the question there. Let's go to 224. Question 224, coming from Luntha City, Chichiri Misesa. Yo. Luntha City, Chichiri Misesa, not in the house. Let's go to question 225. Question 225, coming from Dezaboma. You have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for recognizing the people of the Zaboma constituency. I rise to confirm that question 225 indeed is coming from the people of the Zaboma constituency. I confirm.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Honorable Minister of Education, Science and Technology.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. And through you, let me thank the Honorable Member for Dezaboma for his question in which he is asking the Ministry to build a new modern school block and a fence surrounding Umwi Secondary School to improve learning environment and prevent land encroachment. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me thank the Honorable Member for this question. Let me advise the Honorable Member that his question is quite legitimate and that the Ministry will work with Dedza District Council to ensure that this long-standing school, which has produced many graduates in Malawi and many people that have contributed to Malawi's education, can be improved. The second strand of his question is to ask the Ministry to build a modern CDSS, replacing the old dilapidated Chisu CDSS, which was built during the time of Welensky. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Ministry of Education is aware of the need for construction of new secondary school and the need to upgrade facilities in many community secondary schools, including Chisu. The school first started as Malawi Correspondence College in 1982 in the premises that used to be Wenera offices. So it's not the time of Welensky. I think it must have been the time of His Excellency Dr. Hastings Kapons Banda. Most of infrastructure currently being used was indeed constructed during the colonial era and was not meant for the purpose of a school. However, the school has grown and currently has an enrollment of 776 learners, of which 381 are girls. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to inform the August House that in Chisu Secondary School has the following infrastructure: an old administration block, head teacher's office, deputy head teacher's office, computer laboratory, which of course is in poor condition. We have 6 good classrooms, 1 constructed by MASAF project. I wish to assure the honorable member that my ministry will upgrade all the infrastructure at Mshisu Community Day Secondary School in collaboration with the District Council, considering that quite a substantial amount of money is available within the CDF. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Education. We start with Luntha Central. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I just want to let you know that I did request to ask the supplementary question to the Minister of Education. The time I asked for an audience was during when the Minister of Sports and Culture was asking. I don't know why the system was not clearing on the queue. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you very much, Luntha Central, for that. Maybe you didn't switch off the mic, or maybe it's the system. Let's go to Mangochi North.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for recognizing people of Mangochi North constituency to contribute and ask a supplementary question to Honorable Minister of Education. Let me first bring to attention to Honorable Minister of Education that in Mangochi North we have the school which namely Namitukuta Primary School. This school was at first it was at first in a boundary of Malawi and Mozambique, but after the demarcation of bordering Malawi and Mozambique, now they lost the premises, the school blocks, of which currently they are learning under the trees, all classes from standard 1 up to standard 8. So we would like to ask the Honorable Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Minister of Education to construct a primary school at Namitukuta Primary. We know that we have CDF. Honorable Minister of Education, the pressing issues, the pressing problems we have in Mangochi North, the CDF only is not sufficient. So we ask the ministry to intervene so that they can construct a primary school at Namitukuta Primary School. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mangochi North. Mangochi West.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for this chance to the people of Mangochi West to ask a supplementary question to the Honorable Minister of Education. And through you, Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to ask the Honorable Minister as to what factors are being considered for an area to benefit a community day secondary school. I'm asking this having in mind the area like Chantulo and Funwe in my constituency, where our sisters and brothers do travel a distance of over 10 kilometers to access secondary education. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Mangochi West. Nchisi North. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for allowing people of Nchisi North to ask a supplementary question. Mr. Speaker, sir, through your office, I would like to ask the ministry to consider constructing the brick fence at Masokore CDSS, as well as to consider constructing the Masokore girls' hostels, having in mind that people surrounding this CDSS, they walk long distance to access the education, to access education services. And we are also having a problem. This school, it was constructed along the tar road. So because that tar road is always busy, it also affects the school activities. Thank you.
Thank you, Chisino. Honorable Minister of Education. Press your mic, Honorable. Yes, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir. Let me respond to the question from the honorable member from Mangochi North, who has asked the question, what we will do about the school that Malawi government built, but found itself after the boundary demarcation with Mozambique, within Mozambique territory, which has resulted in the children from that school learning under shelters on the Malawi side. I wish to assure the honorable member once again, because he has asked me this question privately, but I'm sure he would like the people of Mangochi North to hear my response in the House. I want to assure the honorable member that we will work with him to ensure that these children have a school immediately, as soon as funds become available. I'm mindful of the strain on CDF in the various constituencies, but remember, honorable member, that the CDF comes from vote number 1, from which the Ministry of Education also draws its resources. So the challenges you face are also the challenges that we face in the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, but I would like to assure you that if we work collaboratively, we will find a solution for this situation in your constituency. Mr. Speaker, let me take this opportunity, because we are dealing with a primary school, to address a question that was raised to me by the Member of Parliament for Blantyre North about children in primary school wearing trousers? Mr. Speaker, sir, the answer is yes. Children in primary school can wear trousers that are in the uniform colors. Now, going to Mangochi West, the policy of the government is that our children in secondary school should not walk more than 5 kilometers to go to a community-day secondary school. You have indicated that children in your constituency walk over 10 kilometers around Chantulo, which is unacceptable. Chantulo is a very developed trading center, and I would think that in consultation with the community in your constituency, let us identify a place where a school can be established in order for the children to have easy access to education. In Chisi North, I would like to take the opportunity of your question, Honorable Member, to request that when we are building our schools, let us do our best to try as much as possible to put them at a safe distance from the main road. Sometimes putting the schools too close to the main road puts the children in the peril of accidents of motor vehicles. Let me therefore assure the Honourable Member that we will investigate the need for a fence and other infrastructure at his school, and we shall support the Honourable Member in a collaboration with the Disc Council in Nchisi. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Education. Members, we now go to question 226, coming from the people of Cholo Masambanjati. Cholo Masambanjati, are you in the house? Cholo Masambanjati is not in the house. We move to question 227, coming from Zuzu City, Southeast. Zuzu City, Southeast. You have the floor.
All right, thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, sir. I'm here to confirm the question 2270 indeed coming from people of Mzuzu City Southeast in the area of Kantete, Kaboko, through GVH Gowamo, Kaula, Wagaluka, Kambulumbulu, Kafekula, Chapahola, Veruveru. I confirm, Right Honorable Speaker, sir. Thank you.
And Kambulumbulu. Thank you. Minister of Education.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to respond to the question from the Honorable Member for Mzuzu City Southeast, who is asking the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology whether government will consider constructing a boarding school at Kantete and Kaboko in Mzuzu City Southeast constituency to save learners from group village headman Goamo, Kanchiwazi, and Kambulumbulu. Mr. Speaker, sir, it is true that Mzuzu City Southeast constituency requires an additional secondary school to meet the increasing demand for secondary education arising from rapid urbanization and the growing number of learners completing primary school in Nzuzu City. The construction of the proposed school would also help decongest Katoto Secondary School, Masasa, and Msongwe Community Day Secondary Schools. However, at the present moment, the government is not in the policy to encourage the construction of boarding secondary schools in cities. Instead, the policy puts priority in the establishment of either a conventional city-day secondary school or a community-day secondary school. In this regard, the ministry recommends that it would be more practical to construct a community-day secondary school at Kantete or Kaboko. Let me therefore encourage the honorable member and the local leaders to identify land for the proposed school. The honorable member is further advised to lobby for funds in Mbeera Council to consider including the project in their development plan. I would like to assure the honorable member also that alongside their effort, my ministry will do its effort to identify funds for the construction of this school. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Minister of Education. Salima Central, what's gone out of order? You have the floor.
Thank you so much, and good morning, Right Honorable Speaker. Morning. Is it afternoon? Yes, thank you so much. I wanted to check if everybody is awake, but that's good afternoon, Honorable Speaker. That we are all awake and that I can ask this question, but it's a point of order, Speaker. I have noted with concern and seeking the comfort of leadership here that questions under 69 and 14 are not being given the attention needed. I submitted a question under Rule 69. It's staying there for a week, and I've also seen colleagues having also questions under 14. The question is, what's the essence of this code agency under these two rules if these questions cannot be attended to? And I was looking at time, it's now 1 hour after commencement of question to the honorable ministers for oral reply. Can those two please be considered if it pleases your leadership? Thank you so much, Speaker.
Thank you. Let me urge the leader and whip to look into that. We have some questions that are there. Standing Order 14 and 69. You will guide us as we finish the questions to all ministers. Honourable members, now take 3 supplementary questions. Starting with Mangochi Masongola. But before you, Honorable Mangochi Masongola, the owner of the question, Nzuzu City Southeast.
Yeah, Honorable Speaker, sir, I just want to make a simple correction to Honorable Minister of Education, Science and Technology that Nzuzu City Southeast is under Nzuzu City Council, not Mbeera District Council. And I want to confirm to Honorable Minister of Education and Science Technology that the land to construct this secondary school is already been given by the villagers. So both sides, Kantete, Kaboko, at Kaboko we have almost close to 4 hectares that chiefs has already given us. And Kantete, almost 2.2 hectares that chiefs have already offered if this project will commence, then the minister should not worry about the errand. I submit. Thank you.
Thank you for that clarification. I'm sure the minister has taken note. Mangochi Masongola, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving me an opportunity to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Education. Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to ask the Minister to consider constructing a secondary school around Muhammad Nkwanda area in Chande under Senior Chief Jalasi. This area, actually, the learners, the students, walk long distances to go to Chiponde or Namwera CDSS. If the minister can consider, it means will help these are the children who are actually, residing from these areas to access education. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mangochi Masongola. We go now to the people of Salima North. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for recognizing the people of Salima North. The beginning, let me appreciate your effort and courage in responding to the questions, as well as let me thank the Honorable Minister of Education for his timely answers, as well as encouragement words when he's taking the questions. Mr. Speaker, from Salima North, we have got two issues. The first one is a consideration of junior primary schools in some distances which are far from other primary schools, of which some kids are not managing to travel. I'll give you an example of two centers, Mr. Speaker. There is Kanije Trading Center, which is a distance from Jepa, as well as a distance from Liwadzi. It's also a far distance from Chinkuli Primary School. But also, Mr. Speaker, if we go down the lakeside, there is a Ntambo village. This village is far from the nearest schools, whereby it's also a highly populated area where kids find it difficult to get to the nearest primary schools. I would like to request the minister if they can look into this and support us with junior primary schools so that youngest people can be supported while the older ones can take those long distances for the meantime. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, following the government policy of abolishing fees in primary school, it has appeared that there are still more problems existing in the primary education industry due to the funds that are provided. The funds are little to cover some expenses. For instance, purchase of chalk and other supplies for institutions. I would like to ask the minister if it is possible when we'll be doing budgeting to consider making sure that these primary schools, they are funded properly so that these problems that they are meeting can be eliminated. I submit, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Salima North. Let's go to Mzimba Solola. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving chance the people of Mzimba Solola to ask supplementary question to Minister of Education and Science and Technology. Mine is what is the question? I recently traveled through parts of Malawi and met children who had already left school at a young age. I also met young people who see their future only in early marriage or leaving the country in search of work. These experiences made me ask a deeper question. Mr. Speaker, through you, what kind of citizens is Malawi's education system intentionally designed to produce? If our vision is to produce productive, innovative, and self-reliant citizens, what bold curriculum reform is the ministry implementing to ensure that every child, even one who does not complete secondary education, leaves school with practical skills, strong values, and the ability to create values? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Zimbasola, Minister of Education.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Let me just respond to and agree with the honorable member for Mzuzu City Southeast that the moment I read Mzimba Council, it dawned upon me that Mzuzu cannot be in Mzimba, so he is right. And thank you for informing me that the community has already found land for the school, and therefore we have a very good starting point to ensure that we deliver on the people's expectations. Thank you very much, honorable member. Mangoji Masongola, like I said with the honorable member for Mangoji West, it is our desire that students do not walk beyond 5 kilometers to access education. 5 kilometers going, 5 kilometers coming back. And if the children in TA Jalasi are walking more than 5 kilometers, then they deserve their own secondary school. Therefore, we will visit the area, make an assessment, and work with you, honorable member, to ensure that your community and the children in the area are supported and assisted. Honorable member for Salima North, I want to agree with you, honorable member, that we should do our utmost to ensure that the young children, especially those between 6 and 10, do not walk too far to go to school. So the establishment of junior primary schools is relevant in situations where the schools are very far. I would like to emphasize that according to the law, the establishment of primary schools is the responsibility of the councils. We will support you, we'll make sure that there are schools there, we'll work with you to ensure that your councils establish the schools. Where you are failing, we do step in, but I think that it must be understood that primary schools are the responsibility of councils. Mzimba Sorora, according to Malawi 2063, our agenda is to ensure that we have established a human capital, citizens of this republic who are capable of delivering on the national agenda. And therefore our curriculum is designed to ensure that we create and prepare our citizens for the task ahead. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you. Honorable Minister of Education. Guidance. We are done with Ministry of Education.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I was under the impression that Ministry of Education has one more question to respond to.
Come again, Honorable Minister.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I was under the impression that the Minister of Education has one more question to respond to.
Oh.
So I thought we could first complete.
No, we were on 227.
Okay.
That came from Zuzu City Southeast.
All right. All right, thank you, right, Honorable Speaker. I wish to guide that the House do now proceed to consider. I beg to move that we now move to consider questions under Ministry of Information. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Whip, our question time ends at 15:15, which is now. There's a casino. You're saying I'm responding unofficially. Yeah, they did move that we should have questions. That's why we're having questions today, Monday, when we're not supposed to. But the time remains the same unless they extend it. Yeah. Yes, Whip?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I beg to move that question time be extended to Hartley Blake in order to allow the Honorable Minister of Information to respond to his questions. I beg to move.
Thank you, Government Chief Whip. Honourable members, there's a motion to extend question time to health break in order to allow the Minister of Information to respond to his questions. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary view say no. The ayes have it and the motion is carried. Honourable members, it's a Monday. Why you not answer with power? Eh? It's a Monday. It's a Monday. Where's the energy gone? Minister of Energy, we need energy here. Thank you. Let's now go to question 236, coming from Chinji East. Chinji East, please confirm. Chinji East is not in the house? He is?
Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker.
Yes, definitely.
May I suggest that we start with 113?
113.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Leader, for that guidance. Chinji East will come to you after this one. We have 113 coming from Baraka Rivirivi. Baraka Rivirivi, you have the floor. You have the floor.
Thank you. Right Honorable Speaker, I stand to confirm that the question 113 is indeed coming from the people of Group Village Kwitanda, Senior Chief in Samara. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Baraka Rivirivi. Honorable Minister, before I give you, I see a point of order. Salima North, what's gone out of order?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'll slightly draw you back when the Minister of Education was responding. I gave 2 questions, but he just took 1. So that's what that's when I started raising the point of order when he was taking the seat. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Minister of Education, indeed he did raise a point of order some time back, I should admit. Can I ask him to see you at health break, if that's in order?
I only responded to one part because I only heard one part. If there was a second one, I would have responded. So let us meet at break. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. I've booked you an appointment, so please make use of that appointment. Honorable Minister of Information and Communications Technology.
Right Honorable Speaker, sir, I would like first of all to sincerely thank the Honorable Member for Baraka Rivirivi, Honorable Chifundo Makande, who is asking my ministry whether mobile telephone operators will consider constructing a network tower at the Kwitanda Trading Center in Livi. Mr. Speaker, sir, my ministry is aware of the need for network coverage at Kwitanda Trading Center and among other areas in the country. Upon engaging the 2 mobile operators, TNM as well as Airtel, to establish whether they have plans to construct a network tower or network towers at Kwitanda Trading Center, it was found that currently they don't. However, Mr. Speaker, sir, recognizing the critical role that communication services play in socio-economic development, government of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, through my ministry, and indeed in conjunction with MACRA, has included construction of a tower at Kwitanda Trading Center in this financial year's budget, under the Universal Service Fund budget and work plan. For purposes of members here to appreciate what the fund does, the fund aims to complement the expansion of digital infrastructure and improve connectivity across undeserved and unserved areas. Mr. Speaker, sir, in the light of aforementioned, let me assure the honorable member that a tower will be constructed at Kwitanda Trading Center in this current financial year, as I said, with funding from the Universal Service Fund. My ministry, under the leadership of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, remains committed to ensuring equitable access to reliable and affordable communication services throughout Malawi. And indeed, through connected efforts with MACRA, the Universal Service Fund,
and development partners. And I must mention World Bank for their support. Government will ensure that appropriate infrastructure interventions are undertaken to improve network coverage in all areas where network coverage is not adequate or not available at all. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister of Information. We go to Nkata Bempamba.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, for granting this opportunity to people of Nkata Bempamba, people of Senior Chief Timbiri, that we can also ask a supplementary question to Minister of Information. Mr. Speaker, sir, we people of Nkata Bempamba would like to request Minister of Information to consider constructing a network tower at a place called Mulale. This area network is very poor. People walk long distance to access the network. If the tower is constructed at Mulale, surrounding areas like Chirundwe.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, sir, for allowing the people of Choro Tegeran to ask the Minister of Information a supplementary question. Right Honorable Speaker, sir, the people of Choro Tegeran, more especially the people in the Chipo area, Group Village Chipo, Katsonga, Kamba, have a very difficulty when it comes to connectivity. So can the minister consider putting up a tower so that people in that particular area can benefit connectivity, and even workers in that particular place, like teachers who work at Chipo, CDSS, Kamba FP school, Gardinet FP, and even Chipo Health Center have been facing a very, very tough time when it comes to cell phone connectivity. So can the minister consider putting up a tower, especially at Gardinet, so that this tower can facilitate connectivity around that particular area? Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Choro Tegerani. Next time, bring us bananas, please. From Tegerani. Let's go to Chitipa South. Have the floor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for yielding the floor to the people of Chitipa South. And indeed, through you, let me ask a supplementary question to the minister responsible for information, communication, information science and information. I stop there. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to ask a question to the minister. This is a press question regarding the criteria which is used for allocation of these towers. I'm asking this because in my constituency there's a place called Kapirinkonde, a very big and busy trading center. This trading center has no communication, and yet it serves a population of about 500 people. It's a very busy market in the district, probably the biggest market in Chitipa, serving the people from Malawi as well as Zambia. But we don't have network at this market. And then we also need to have a tower at Chiguza. This is a place in TA. We have TA Mwene Mahoe. We have never had network in this area, and also at Luvira in TA Mwenewenya. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Chitipa South. Honorable Minister of Info, mention.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. And let me thank the honorable members, in particular Honorable Nkatabe Mpamba, starting with him for his supplementary question. And he asks my ministry to consider installing a tower around Senior Chief Timbiri, because the people there are traveling long distances actually to access network. I would want to respond that it has been unfortunate over the 5 years, because not much meaningful investment was made in the tower infrastructure sector. But with this new government under His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Butalika, as I said earlier on, also responding to the same question, is that we have around 100 towers which are being financed. We have secured under World Bank, but also we have additional towers under Universal Service Fund in Makra, but also over about 450 towers, which Airtel and the TNM are also planning to install over the next 5 years. So, issues of connectivity are at the heart of His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Butalika. That is why, in the manifesto of the DPP, he directed that by 2030, we should ensure that out of 10 people, at least 8 people are connected to connectivity, are able to access services digitally. So because of that, let me assure the honorable member that my ministry will send technicians to visit the site and to do an assessment. Quickly to Choro Tekerani, thank you very much for that question as well. I know Tekerani very well, despite the fact that its topology is here, and indeed towers, connectivity through towers could be a problem. But I would also want to say something, that in addition to the resources that we have mobilized under World Bank as well as UN Universal Service Fund, and this should go to each and everyone in this house, the CDF 5 billion is a game changer for everything. And I would want to encourage members. Of course, I know that there are some doubting Thomases about this 5 billion. Shame to them. This 5 billion is going to happen under the leadership of His Excellency Professor. Let the devil be ashamed. Yes. Wherever he may be or she may be. And therefore, I would want to encourage members that where now they see that there is need for such development like towers, they should not hesitate, but take this matter into the ADCs, area development committees. The area development committees will take it to the constituency development committees, and then there it will be scoped. So we have another source
of development, which is the 5 billion. Let's use it. Finally, Chitipa South, it may interest you to note that your area is under consideration. In fact, it is also regretful. It is also regretful and very sad that the Chitipa district has been neglected for some time. Chitipa district has been neglected. You can imagine that even no community radio is there. But this government will make sure that actually, under the World Bank, we are bringing in 13 towers in Chitipa district alone. His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika doesn't only promise, but when he promises, he delivers. And he is delivering. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister of Information. Members, it is now 15:35. Before I suspend the House for health break, let me make an announcement. We have in the gallery, we have guests. These are students from Dreamers School coming from Nchinji Central East. Dreamers School, please stand. Thank you very much. I see some are very young. These are students from Standard 1 to Standard 7. Yes. Nchinji Central East, are you in the house? Nchinji Central East? You want to greet your students? Nchinji Central East. So,
thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. I would like to welcome the students and the members of staff that have accompanied them. Let them enjoy the parliament. Thank you so much.
They're coming from your constituency?
I should think so.
If they are, you better go and see them and get them some water, please. Please do that. Thank you so much. Honourable members, it's 15:37. I now suspend the House for health break. We'll be back at 16:08. House suspended.